Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video we are going to tell you guys our thoughts on the new Spider-Man movie that was just released. So we saw the movie a few nights ago and we're finally able to film it now between all of our crazy life stuff going on. So we're going to try to remember as much as we can. I think it's still pretty fresh in our minds though. If you hear some noise in the background, I'm sorry, that's also been a factor. It's been raining like crazy and it's been really stormy. I guess the winds are supposed to get up to like 70 miles an hour here at the coast for like the next 48 hours, so that's awesome. Yay. So if you hear a little shaking and rumbling, that's what's going on. I think let's just start off by saying we really like this movie.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It's like all the critics, everyone online was saying how it was so good, and so I didn't know anything really about the movie going into it.
I didn't either.
We didn't read any of the storyline or any of that was going on, so we just didn't really have any expectation, I guess.
Yeah, what the story would be.
Yeah, we saw everyone was saying how it was so good, and so obviously that made us a little bit more excited about it. And we finally saw it, and we agreed
that
it's great. Do you want to start with like the pros first or the cons?
We'll start with the cons. Just get the bad stuff out of the way.
Get the bad stuff out of the way. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I mean, I only have one thing.
Yeah, it's true.
That I didn't really care.
Yeah, it's true.
Or that I would have liked to have seen. I would have liked to have seen Spider-Man 2099. Instead of the anime girl. I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
Just because I thought that he would have been a way better character to put in there, but at the same time I understand why they didn't put him in there. But it had to be, try to get everybody involved and not just the core group.
Yeah. For me, I had just a couple. So I feel like I don't want to say it seemed like two different movies, but I would say like the first half of the movie seemed a lot different, had a different feel to it than the second half of the movie. I mean, obviously there's more going on towards the second half. It seemed like, to me, the movie had definitely, I was telling him this, it definitely had the feel to it where it's like you're reading a comic book and the comic book has like come to life. That's the way it felt to me. For you too?
Yeah.
Kinda. Just by the way that they edited it, some of the parts, you see them going from like one panel to another panel. However, the one con, they would do things like how in a comic book you would have like speech bubbles and like, what are those called? Like...
the action ones?
Yeah, like the action noises, like click and zap, you know, and all those. And I don't know, I feel like that just sort of brought it down for me. It was a comic book come to life, but at the same time, I could very much picture everything that was going on, and it seemed like just an animated version of live action. I don't know how to explain it, but it seemed very live action. Like the feeling, the emotion, everything that I don't know what they're called, animators, graphic designers, portrayed it, made it seem so real and live action-esque. But at the same time, it had like that very comic element, which I like. My second con was that I feel like it's kind of like how I was saying, it was like two different stories, or not stories, but like two different feels to it. 2/3 of the movie were like that one aspect, like I was saying, and then the last third just felt very, I don't want to say juvenile, but I just can't think of a better word right now, so we're just gonna go with that. It just felt like it kind of brought the movie down for me. I just feel like when they brought in those the last three characters, not Gwen, or what's her name? Spider-Gwen and Peter Parker. Those ones were fine. I was glad that they included those guys. But the other three, I almost feel like I could have done without. I like the noir I didn't really care for the other two though, just because I get that they're animated characters. They just seem so cartoonish, and I just feel like it felt so out of place for the movie itself to have like such a cartoony aspect to this movie. I don't know. I could have done without them personally. But if they had 2099, like he was saying, I'm sure that would have been cool. And Noir was fine, but I would have just honestly rather have just done the main 3 Spider-Men and called it good. And like the fight scene and everything at the end, it just seemed it didn't seem very realistic, like how the first like 2/3 of the movie was like so realistic, but animated. I don't know. Does that make any sense at all? So that was my whole spiel, ramble. Now let's get in with the positives. Actually, I pretty much said all my positives, so you say your positives.
You kinda did.
I kinda did.
My overall, I enjoyed a lot of almost everything about the movie. I like the, how well done the art was in every aspect of it, and how they made every, attempt to, like, they made, Peter Porker like a straight up Looney Tune cartoon. They made the anime girl, I don't remember her name, with the robot. They made her totally anime style. And then they made Noir his own thing, his own look. So I really did enjoy that portion of how they combined it all together. And the whole kaleidoscope, Edge of the Spider-Verse thing, I thought that was really, really cool.
Oh, you did like it?
Yeah, I did like it, personally. Because I can see why they wanted to join everybody together into one movie. And which I think made it more enjoyable for a lot of other people too, that read about all the other Spider-Men, Spider people,
Spider characters.
Spider characters.
I don't know.
Still don't know what the group is called. I don't even think they said it in the film.
Spider Team.
Yeah, Spider Team. There we go.
No.
Spider Team. The whole Spider Team. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's just call it that. They incorporated everybody fairly and justly.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't really. My only negative thing was 2099 wasn't included. I wish that was my only thing. Everything else, awesome.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I like the little. I like the little origin story clips too. I
Those
thought
were
that
funny.
was a pretty smart move for them
That
to
was
include
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Because there are people that just don't know these characters. So
You have to include that.
you have to.
Yeah.
So also because of this movie, Britton now wants to put a PA system in his car.
I do. I really do.
He has a friend that has one in his car.
Yeah.
And if that didn't convince him, this movie sure did.
Yep. It was funny. It was like towards the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
I think it was, what?
Yeah, it was.
It was like
It
almost
was
at the
like-
very
It was the
beginning.
very beginning, yeah.
And I just died laughing off of it.
Because it's something he would do.
It is something that I would do.
Overall, I would definitely recommend this movie. He would definitely
watch it.
recommend this movie.
Go watch it.
So, what you waiting for? Go watch this movie. Unless you have already seen it, then tell us in the comments below what you thought of it.
Yes.
So I think that's it. We will try to edit this video and upload it as soon as we can. We don't know what the power situation is going to be like, but we'll try, and we will see you guys when the next movie comes out, I think.
About a week or so.
Yeah, I
I'd
think that's our next planned video. So, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye-bye.
I'm wearing my Spider-Man socks, by the way.
The ones that you got.
Not that you can see it.